Hey everybody, it's Naomi and Steve from Into the Unknown Realm again. We are still at the Haunted Victorian Mansion and we are with some very cool people. We're with Marion, Tina, and Carissa. We met Mary and Tina a little over a year ago when we first came here to investigate with our team Stirs and made a nice friendship with them. And now we have Carissa with us, who's had some pretty cool experiences here as well. And so we were hoping they could join us and tell us some of their most exciting experiences here. You go
Which
first.
Which one?
Do like
the one that affected me the most was after Ghost Adventures was here, and we came the next day to clean and take all the plastic out the windows, and we were downstairs. Her and I were sitting at the bottom of the staircase with two chairs, asking them, "I hope you're okay with this," And all of a sudden, the basement door started shaking violently and scratching.
That
and
door doesn't move at all.
The two of us stood up and were like, "What the heck is that?" And we were looking at the door, and that's when I saw something come out of the fourth step up, probably about that big, black, and it shot across and went out the Union Street side door. And we were like, "Oh my God, what was that? What was that?"
Wow.
She just wanted to get out of the house and be
We were like
a lot of people.
We did went to McDonald's after that. We were around people like, "Okay, what was that?"
Yeah, we're sitting there.
That was crazy.
Now, you talked about how you kind of were drawn to in the book.
Yep.
You were drawn to the house, and you actually what brought you here is kind of a neat story.
It is. It's we own the Westminster Garage up the street, and the house next to the garage used to be the Westminster Cafe, and the trolley used to come from Boston, and it would stop at our cafe. Well, it wasn't mine; it was in the 1800s, and the people would get off and eat at the cafe and get back on, and then come back down, and they would stop here, and they'd either go to the hotel or they'd come here and visit with Mr. Pierce. So my husband and I were redoing the garage, and I thought I would dig up all the flowers and I'd see if I would offer some flowers from one old place to another. And I came and I knocked on the door, and Edward answered the door, and I told him what I was here for, and he said, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And the next thing I know, half hour later, Lillian's at my garage, and we were instant friends since then. And it's,
And they've made, I think, both of you the caretakers of the house, right?
Yep.
Which is awesome. And I mean, they trusted you.
She trusted me enough after they left November 2011. She just handed me the keys to take care of my house.
Now, did you ever imagine?
Never.
But
in a way, I did, because I saw myself taking care of the place in dreams. I saw myself, I was always mesmerized by the place like everybody else. I saw myself walking around in here. I saw myself taking care of it, and it came true. Amazing, isn't it?
Were you into the paranormal in 2011?
No, I wasn't into the paranormal until after. In March 2012 is when I got Joni here and Tina, and I went to the Haunted Mansion with them in March.
So what was your first reaction when Lillian came to you and told you the reasons why they weren't staying? Or did they tell you?
They did tell me. I was here, actually. I was here the day that Lillian had the takeover on her body, and something took her over, and I tried calling her for 3 days straight. Lillian or Edward were not answering the phone, and I wasn't like that. And I actually came to the door, and they opened the door, and she looked, well, it wasn't her. This wasn't her. And I said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "I have some pellets for her that we're going to bring in to donate for giving a tour coming up." And I said, "Have Edwin help us." So she tried to go up the servant staircase, and she literally had to hang on to the railing, and it was like going through molasses. She couldn't take 2 steps up. She was trying to pull herself up. And I said, "That's it." Then I just literally grabbed her, took her, opened the door, and I pulled her outside and around the here, and that's when she snapped out of it, and she's like, "Marion, what are you doing here?"
Wow.
And I'm like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" It was the house. And that's when Edwin saw us and out the window, and he said, "Oh, she's back. What happened?"
So, how did that not keep you from coming back in?
I don't know why it didn't.
So many times after.
I don't know why.
I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, she's in the house right now."
We are.
I know. I think it's just, I don't know. Just feel a connection. I feel a connection with the house. Yeah, definitely drawn to it. Yeah.
definitely an amazing house. I mean, it's just there's
You said you have to be drawn to it.
yeah, definitely. Well, as soon as you drive up to it, you're like, wow.
Yep.
Then you come into it and you're like, wow. It's just
And make the
amazing.
it seem, I don't know.
Definitely amazing. Now, what about you? Tell us your most.
The staircase Mary was using Dustin Rod, and we were asking questions, and like 2 weeks ago, we heard these two big loud bangs upstairs, and then something dragging. I was sitting on the bottom of the stairs, and I actually looked turned around, expecting to see something coming down the stairs, and the sound was behind us, and then in the kitchen, it was like all around us.
It sounded like somebody was taking a bureau, literally, and dragging it across the floor.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was loud.
It was loud for us to go, oh my God. You know, but it was nothing.
We were setting up today, setting up, and yeah, that's what it sounded like. Something was dragging upstairs, and we're like, what the heck was that?
Was that right out here?
It was like just
on the
like from that area.
Okay, because that's where it was for us. It was like right there on the second floor landing.
Yeah.
That
I
was
mean, it
crazy.
could have come from the third floor doorway, but I mean, that's the sound.
It just the
heard,
sound
right?
came from that way. Definitely. Wow.
But then she went home and listened to the EVP or recorder.
And instead of the two big loud bangs in the beginning, it was a man's voice really loud saying, "Get out."
Yeah.
We didn't hear that. We didn't
Hear
hear
bangs. That's happened before too.
Yep.
I would hear bangs instead of the voice.
It's amazing when you go back and listen to recorders and you're just like,
how did we
hear that?
exactly foresee that?
Right.
Some of the stuff you see in the stuff is crazy.
Now, you have some pretty cool experiences too here, right? Why don't you tell us, what is your
Well, first time I came here, I came with Marion and my fiance, and I was in the nanny's room, and they were both in the nursery. I was taking pictures, and I snapped a picture of the mirror in the closet, and my back started to hurt. At first, I thought, okay, well, it's probably just my back injury that I had from high school just acting up. I've done it many times before. But when I went into the nursery, told them my back, and Mary asked me, "Are you okay?" And she lifted up my shirt and she took a look, and sure enough, I'd been scratched.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yep. I'm like, let me see it. Rip the shirt right up. Michael's like, oh my God. I did. I took pictures. Yeah, that was crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have pictures.
Oh, the crazy things we like in the paranormal.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So,
Can we show that to the camera?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Steve. If you can't see that, that's but I mean, it's good.
That's crazy though. That was
Wow.
That's come truthful. You just had a scratch.
Yeah, you had an itch,
Scratching
right?
back there, right?
No, because then after we did that, we went down cellar. Me, you, and Mike were downstairs.
Yep.
And we were coming up the stairs. Yes, I went to the basement. And Mike's like, she was first, and then me, and Mike's behind me, and Mike's like, move it, and he's literally pushing us up the cellar stairs. Something was running up behind him and chased us out of the basement.
Oh my
That
goodness.
happens a lot.
Oh my
You get rushed.
gosh.
Whoever's in the back of the line coming up the stairs.
They're like, move
Which
it.
is normally you.
Yep.
Normally.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Wow.
Same
Wow.
day.
See, we need to hang out with you three in this house.
Oh,
We did a year ago.
Come back during the day. That's when all this stuff happens in here. It's crazy.
Wow.
During the day.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Now, are you part of the paranormal team? No.
I'm just starting to get into it. Like when I first came with Mary, that was my first experience with any of this.
Wow. Way to throw you into the fire, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Welcome.
Now, I want to say, did you sleep here over the weekend?
I'm
You
not
did. And you did.
I want to.
I'm not sure. I
I'm
want
not.
to.
Never.
Well,
No, never. I said I don't care. I'm not.
So
Can I
did
sleep right here?
Sure. Right there? Oh, there you go. So did anything happen while you were here overnight for the 2 nights?
Not really. The first night I just felt like a little vibration on the bed, and the last night I'm not sure if it was something touching me. It just felt like something touching me. It was, and I just had this heavy flutter in my chest, almost like the first half hour. But then it was like they left, and I just said, "What's that?"
Gosh, Well, I haven't yet.
She told me this morning she had actually heard a woman's voice coming from my room.
I thought it was her.
I was out cold, so.
So you were telling us that they all surrounded her.
Yeah. See, I thought it was her talking. I thought maybe there were rings around her. She was just telling them to go away or whatever. It sounded just like her voice.
You know, in the book, one of my favorite parts is, and I can't even remember the name of it, was a psychic that came and stayed overnight with Lillian, and she stayed downstairs in the recliner. She didn't even have her bags unpacked. She stayed in her clothes in case she had to leave quickly. And she talks about sort of like some little child that crawls up into the recliner with her, and how it's so funny. She was so scared to be here, but what came to her while she was here was a little kid coming in and sitting in her.
This is a child. This is a real EVP of a child saying, "Come and find me."
Oh
That's why
wow!
we had the shirt. Yep.
So where do we get? Can we get the shirt?
I mean,
Oh,
I have to order more and I want them.
wait. Actually, Steve was saying earlier how much he loves the shirts.
I'll have some more made. I'll have to.
If
Wow.
people just saw little kids, they are actually
Those are real kids.
little kids.
Yeah, and Edwin, the owner, and then I believe it's Joni, isn't it?
They're over in the red room.
They're over in the red room right now, which we'll be doing interviews with them too.
Yeah.
So, well, you guys, thanks, girls. So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Naomi.
For your stories. We're so thrilled to be back with y'all and meet you. And that's awesome.
Okay. Woo-hoo.
Well,
Bye.
if you guys want to hear more stories about what happened here, make sure you check out Joni's book, The Bones in the Basement, because it's amazing. It's awesome. It's a very, very well written book. And
I don't like to read. Great read.
Yeah, it's definitely a good read. And you can hear some of the experiences that a bunch of these people we've been interviewing have had on in this place. And it's so awesome. If you haven't been here, this is the next best thing. So make sure you pick it up, Bones in the Basement by Joni Mayhem. And we'll be having an interview with her shortly. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.